All right, what's up, everybody? We are on season 3, episode 19 of Attack on Titan, called The Basement. Fucking hell, man. I said in the last episode that I was going to take a break. I decided not to. I had to watch one more. You will forgive me for it. This this show right now has hit its absolute climax. There, like, words cannot, I no words can praise it enough. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't even need to say really all that much more. Of course, yeah, last episode was absolutely phenomenal. Had to make a choice there between Erwin and Armin to get these powers from Reiner. He's done for. Oh, sorry, from Berthold. I mean, he's done for. Um, Jesus Christ, man! I'm literally still at the loss of words, as you can tell. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, man. Obviously, Armin was actually picked. Ultimately, he's inheriting the powers because Reiner. Sorry, man. I'm getting all the names confused now. But Erwin was. Erwin himself seemed to have decided there in the moment that he did not want to. That it was good this way, that it was fine this way, I guess. Again, I'm still trying to fully interpret like his intentions there or motivations or something like that, and why he decided to make the choice like that, or why he was actually satisfied this way. Because of course, all this time he had been talking about like the one thing that he wanted is to find out the answers, and he actually didn't now, which is of course super sad. And again, it's like. I talked about it in the last episode. I had not expected. It's weird when Armin seemed to have died there in the hero episode. I felt so sad about that because he was literally, he was my favorite character, right? And then here comes Erwin, and Erwin is also my favorite character. It's like Erwin and Armin; those were always the ones. I was going back and forth between who I liked the most. I guess I always thought it would have been Armin, but again, it's like super close. The odd part is that this happened to Erwin now, and I'm okay with it in a weird way, and I'm not really necessarily feeling too bad about it or something. But I think it is just because, it's because of that scene there, literally with Erwin himself, indicating that it's good this way, and he was. They talked about how he didn't really seem to have a choice in his life goals or something like that, because he was he had this father of his who really wanted to find out the answers, and of course for him it seemed like he needed to get to the bottom of all of this, right? To honor him, I guess, or something. But again, I just want to kind of dive in here. As you can tell, I'm still utterly confused and still sort of catching my breath and trying to process the sheer amount of stuff that happened in the previous episode. It was absolutely fantastic, and that's all that I really need to say. This episode is called The Basement, so yeah, man, the answers seem to be inside. And again, it's kind of like, yeah, I still don't really know what I'm expecting or what I'm if I should be dreading it or something anymore necessarily, because it's like we've seen the Beast Titan guy now here, and he was indicating that like, oh, Eren is basically a victim of his own dad. And that one day they will be teaming up together. The question then is like, okay, if they will be teaming up together, if that would happen at some point, right? Because they figure out that like, oh, they do have something of a common enemy or something, right? Who is that enemy gonna be then for them? And will the rest of the Survey Corps go along with that narrative or with that story? Is then the question, right? It's like, again, I'm trying to figure out who the ultimate teams are going to be, basically. Who who is our enemy? Holy shit, man! We're almost literally at the final season of the show, season 4. I'm about to arrive there in a couple episodes, and still trying to figure out what the ultimate battle here or something is going to be, right? Fantastic show. I'm repeating myself and I'm starting to ramble. We're just gonna get into this. You'll be fine with that, right? Okay, so before we do that, let me of course quickly point out that the next 8 episodes are already up over on Patreon, which is linked on top of the description. We should be on season 4, episode 4 there, I think. So go check that out, of course, if you can't wait and already want to, see where we're at. Full-length reactions, OVAs, all the good stuff is up there too. I will actually be doing a season review after we finish this season as well there. I always put those up kind of exclusively as some nice extra value for the patrons to thank all of them for their support. And all your support, I have to point this out, all your support so far has been absolutely amazing. And I want to thank you all so much for that. Seriously, it's just such a great feeling seeing the amount of positive and enthusiastic comments from you all and how much you're enjoying the show with me. And of course, I haven't seen your responses yet to the most recent episodes, which are by far some of the best on the show so far. I can't wait, but I'm assuming, I'm just assuming that you're going to be really, enjoying my reactions there as well. And like I said, I want to thank you all for that, because this journey as a whole, it's like I literally don't want it to end. That's just the thing. It's like I know that eventually we're going to be coming to an end here. And it's not in sight yet. We'll have a full season to go, and it's like it'll still take 2 or 3 months, I think, in total of, these videos going live. But it's like, I'm going to be very sad when this is all over, you know what I mean? And it's like, I can only hope that we're still... Like, what I hope for the most is that even afterwards, although I know that there won't be necessarily many shows that will reach this level of quality in terms of storytelling, I hope that we can still have a lot of fun together basically going on these type of journeys for other shows. And I can only hope that you're going to be joining me for those as well, right? Because I don't want this to end. That's what it comes down to. But with that being said, guys, let's actually get into this new episode of Attack on Titan called The Basement. So, actually, one thing I should point out still, people told me about this. I can now finally see the intro. I should be able to, because all the spoilers in the intro will be... I'll have basically seen, I think, almost all of it. So I'm going to be watching that, and I'm probably putting some of that in the reaction montage here too. Plus, there's apparently a very interesting outro that I have to be checking out for this episode too. So lots of promising stuff ahead, guys. Let's actually dive in. So here we go. Well, here we go. Okay, some nice slow-mo shots. Was that the tea? Yeah. Or the liquid, or whatever it was called. I mean, so far it's not... Like, story-wise, it hasn't been too spoilerish, I would say. Obviously, these are all moments that we've seen. And I guess we can kind of figure out how things would play out. Oh my god, I think one part I recognize from the outro from Season 2. Okay. Yeah, great intro. Okay, back to the explosion. It hurts so bad. Is this supposed to be Berthold? Is this something Armin saw when he turned? He doesn't even realize probably what happened to him. Well, you'll have quite a story to catch up on, Armin. And I guess that's his reaction. Yep, that about sums it up.
えたってエルヴィン団長を生き返らせるべきじゃないですか。じゃあ
Yeah, of course he would say that.
僕に撃ったんですか。
お前の仲良し二人はそうは思わなかったようだぞ。俺に抵抗し人情沙汰に及ぶほどな。
俺たちはどんな処分も受けます。
最終的にお前を選んだのは俺だ。いや
Well,
俺
more
の
like
史上でエル
Erwin.
ヴィンの死に場所をここに決めちまったんだ。
君にはエルヴィンの命と巨人の力が託された。誰に何と言われようと、君はもうそういう存在なんだ。
I wonder if they're gonna try and have him turn into the Colossal Titan immediately.
エルヴィン
Or
団
at
長
least soon.
代わりようですか。
お前じゃエルヴィンの代わりにはなれねえ。だが、お前はお前で人にはない力を持っていることも。
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's not his replacement, but
俺は
he's
後悔するつもりはない。
just their next commander, I guess.
こいつらを後悔させるな。他の誰も。
Who else but him? Because he was
お前
literally...
自身も後悔させるな。それが俺の
This is the skill that he developed over the entire series.
うるさい。
Why is she saying that?
サーシャにはかなわないな。アルミンも問題ないならそろそろ行こうか。私とリヴァイ、エレンとミカサで調査に向かう。エレン、鍵はなくしてないかい？
はい。ここに。
こらエレン、地下室に入っちゃダメって何度言ったらわかる。
なんでダメなんだよ。
お父さんの大事な仕事道具があるの。
So his mom was warning him for that already? I mean, that's his mom, right? I mean, she has kind of different hair than she... Didn't she used to have like long hair and here she didn't? I guess it was just one moment. Ah, all these flashbacks and stuff. This is what we've all been working up towards. And now it's happening.
おい、家はどこだ？
はい。
It's like that slow anticipation right now building up. With the music and everything. So well done. I remember the song too being used at that point after the Baldur mission. With Marco. When they found out Marco had died. Hannes and those guys. His fucking idiot friends. So good. It seems like a lifetime ago by now. That day.
Kai?
ねえ父さん、いつになったら地下室見せてくれる？
さあ、お前が一番大事なものに気づいた時かな。
The most important thing of all. And what would that be?
ここです。この下に地下室への階段が。
Yeah, okay, so it's like that, and then now there's a staircase, yeah. Wow, yeah, that's a gigantic basement then, though, I guess. What are they gonna find here, man? I am so... I mean, I've done plenty of speculation about it, but I'm just waiting for it now.
どうした？
エレン、
早くしろ。
The key doesn't work?
この鍵
Okay, there is some meaning to this. There's a
レーガ
reason.
ン先生が持ってたのはその鍵のはず。
Okay. I had not expected that to work. Uh,
なんだか研究室みたいだね。
父は医者だったので、よくここにこもって薬の調合をしてました。
なるほどね。どの本も医学に関するもの。一見して医者の仕事部屋だ。
I mean, that's clearly something like hidden in the details here or something. There's something Aaron knows that should, or maybe the key can be used on something else here or something. Clearly there's something with the key too, right? I mean...
ありがとうミカサ。今夜は徹夜だ。
エレン、ここに。
Oh, there we go. So there's gonna be a basement in the basement or what? Or maybe just something hidden here in this desk. Oh, a little drawer. That's empty. Nah, fuck off, dude. This guy. Okay.
俺たちの探し物はこれらしい。
親父は俺に何を見せたかったんでしょうか。
Open the fucking book then. Oh man.
その時、エルヴィンはこう質問しました。壁の外に人類がいないってどうやって調べたんですかと。それなのに、歴史書は食い尽くされたと断言して。
I mean, we know that the dad came from outside the walls too, right?
歴史書というのは客観的であるべきで、食い尽くされたと思われると表記するのが正しいはずだ。考えすぎだよ。そういうのへりくつと言うんだ。あの時茶化した自分が今となっては。本人に直接詫びるほかあるまい。
I'm assuming this is taking place in the present, right? Yeah, okay, so, okay. You're not gonna be apologizing anymore.
ウォールマリア奪還成功です。
What did they learn?
これは肖像画。
それ、おじさんの字。
But isn't that him? Isn't that
これ
Grisha?
は絵ではない。これは被写体の光の反射を特殊な紙に焼き付けたもの。写真という。私は
人類が優雅に暮らす壁の外から来た。人類は滅んでなどいない。
Oh god, that was it. Okay, this is the intro. Oh, the outro then. I actually had not really seen the outro yet, but I think this is what it already usually was, right? Because I actually saw some shots.
急げフェイ、早くしないと見えなくなるぞ。
待ってお兄さん。待ちなさい、二人とも。外に出るときは腕章を忘れるなって言ってるだろ。グリシャ、壁の外には絶対に出るんじゃないよ。行ってきまーす。
ほら。
What the fuck? Is this supposed to be like...
私はまず何から語るべきか考え、あの日を思い浮かべた。
いいな。
It's like a World War One era type setting.
何言ってんだよ。俺たちが金持ちになれるわけないだろ。
でもいいな。行っちゃった。
Are these the walls they were talking about?
行くぞフェイ。飛行船の発着場は近くにあるって先生が言ってたんだ。見に行こう。すぐに戻ります。おい、待てよバカ。
あの幼き日、私はこの世の真実と向かい合った。
What world is this though? Oh my god, man. Okay, well, I'm guessing that the basement, or this episode at least, was merely just, really, when you think about it, a prelude to the next episode that will probably be huge. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the basement really hit anything unexpected, I guess. It was just going to be about the dad explaining himself, right? And that's what we're about to be finding out. And that's, of course, the super interesting part, and the thing that I'm going to be speculating about this still for the next couple of days, and I won't bother yet with the next episode immediately. But yeah, okay, so he comes from outside the walls, and we're seeing a sort of a setting that is just very reminiscent to, like, I guess our own world, but in the past, of course, like 100 or 150 maybe years ago or something like that. That's, I think, around. When we used to have, when there were the Zeppelins and all that stuff, right? Man, I mean, yeah, I don't know what to make of it all. That's just the thing. Like, where is this all gonna go? I mean, we're clearly seeing Grisha here, like, and this is the thing. We've known some of this stuff, right? We know that Grisha came from outside the walls. That's been the story all the time already. We're seeing him here, a young version of himself, together with this sister who is called Faye. They were dealing with their own kind of walls, I guess, but definitely a different type of... when I'm thinking of the walls, obviously, I think of the walls that we've seen, the rings here in the setting that we are in Attack on Titan, in the universe that we've seen so far. And, it's interesting to see that sort of perspective or that comparison here between the walls that they were not allowed to go beyond, but I guess that was something else entirely. And more like walls as we would sometimes have them in our, time periods or something. I'm thinking of like the Berlin Wall or something like that. But, okay, man, yeah, again, like, I don't know what to make of it all. This episode was great, but it was very much sort of just working up towards and preparing us, I guess, to finally get into these answers. And again, I think that's really like what is waiting for us in the next episode, and probably even then, of course, we won't have all the full answers that we really want, but because the show will continue to give answers, I think, for the remainder of it until the very end. So very much looking forward to that. But that's really all that I can say. Like, it was just a fantastic watch, and just kind of reminiscing also about a lot of things that happened in prior episodes, all the way back to, of course, just walking around in Zagunshina there and seeing all the scenes back from those that we remembered. I mean, beautiful. Again, it's like, this show is so well done, and it's like, that's something that I think I did already mention, but like, it's always so great when you feel like you're going on this journey with something where, man, it's like, we're almost, I think, 60 episodes in, and all that stuff feels like a lifetime ago, but at the same time, it might have well have been yesterday. And, you still remember it all so vividly. I even, this is something I didn't mention during the episode, but I know that the scene that played out there when they were telling Armin the truth on top of the wall, for some reason, and I don't know the exact thing that I was thinking of, so, forgive me for that, but for some reason, the conversation they were having there really reminded me of, like, a similar scene, I think, that happened back in, like, I'd like to think episode 10 or 11 or something of the first season. I remember something very similarly playing out, and I don't know what it was about the conversation they were having, or like the formation there, or the characters all together and talking to Armin in that moment. There was something about it that very much made me have this like deja vu moment where I'm like, wait, didn't we see something like this in like season 1? And I don't know again if that's in any way making sense to you all what I'm talking about here, because I myself don't remember the literal moment that I'm thinking of. But that's what the show does so well, is that it you know, certain moments happen and they remind you of like previous ones that happened already in the past that played out very similarly, or yeah, I don't know. I don't even really know what I'm getting at anymore, but it's just so well done. That's really all that I'm trying to say. I'm very much looking forward to delving more into the backstory here of Grisha and seeing what his perspective is. Again, it's super interesting to you know, to think about, okay, we're going to learn that, while at the same time keeping in the back of your head how the Beast Titan guy, of course, he has a completely different view on everything. And he doesn't think that that Aaron's dad is really in the right, or that he's, you know, Aaron's dad clearly has some type of plan, or, you know, something that he wants to have play out or something like that. And the Beast Titan guy does not agree with that. He sees Aaron as a victim of his father. What is that all about, you know, and what is that perspective going to be? Again, what is the whole goal still of the faction that we've been dealing with all this time, with the Beast Titan and Reiner and Berthold, Annie as well, trying to wipe out humanity or whatever it was, right? I mean, clearly, I think, yeah, I mean, they must be from kind of outside the walls as well, right? I forget. I mean, we know that Reiner always talked about the town that he was from or something, but I don't know where it's at. Is that supposed to be within the rings, or was it outside of it? I think it was outside of it. So again, like this is what we're dealing with, right? I mean, we're about to find out what's the case, or what the deal is with humanity outside of the walls, and what even is this place that we are all stuck in, these 3 rings. We've not known about this for the entire duration of the show so far, and yeah, just super curious to find out. That's really all that I can say, guys. Again, it's like, I know it's all cryptic and not concrete in the slightest, but that's what this show is, and so can't wait to see how all of it is going to be explained. Of course, if you enjoy my reactions, the next 8 episodes will already be up on Patreon, so you can watch those right away if you want to. Full-length reactions are up there as well if you want to watch the entire episodes along with me. OVAs. Yeah, and then for now, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed my reaction here to this episode, and I very much look forward to seeing you back for the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.